YouTubers, how do they make money just out of YouTube? Answer is not always. In fact, some of them actually earn way more money out of things beyond YouTube by creating their own brands and products. Let's take an example. The Prime drink. Logan Paul and KSI have launched this drink which has captured 5% of the market in the very first year with a $250 million sales and a valuation of $1 billion. Now that is called being a unicorn. That is called making money, and that's business. So this is exactly what influencers are nowadays doing, where they're trying to launch their own brands and making money. Flying Beast has launched Rosier Foods and it gets sold out in 3 hours. Bhuvan Bam launches Yuthiapa. So many celebrities are today trying to launch their own brands, which is going to be such a game changer for them. So now let's try to understand in this video, why do influencers launch their own brands and what are they trying to reach out of this? Why is it important for them, or why it's easier for them? What makes sense? What does not make sense? Here we go. Number one, the best and the most important thing which is there for an influencer is the influential limit that they have, which is the people that they can connect to, which means for them, a customer is so easy to acquire. Their customer acquisition cost is much lower as compared to the other people. So the funny part is that all influencers can actually get customers at very cheap price. Sometimes they get paid because YouTube is paying them for the videos. So rather than actually spending money for marketing and promotion, they get their own money for the viewership that they have and the way they kind of present the idea. And so for them, customer acquisition cost is bare minimum, and that's so easy for them to start creating their own brands to launch it. The second point is, a classic influencer's lifestyle is almost about 4 years. 4 or 5 years is what they do. But if they actually launch their own brand, then that life cycle becomes a longer life cycle, maybe a lifetime. And that's exactly what influencers are trying to do. They are trying to ensure and secure an earning for a much longer period. So a larger long-term audience and a larger long-term engagement through a product is much easier versus just being a YouTuber all the time, and everything is so much dependent on them. Number 3, in all classic startup lessons and all startup classes, we talk about productization. What do we mean by productization? By productization, we mean that do not have a service business, have a product business, something which can be independent of you. So while an influencer is trying to launch a brand of their own, what is happening is that they are kind of doing away with their own presence. They're productizing. You create a product and they're just getting sold in multiples without their efforts, without anything else. Of course, their YouTube channel is also a productized channel because people keep watching it over a period of time. But product as a physical product is much easier to replicate, sell it off, real hard cash money coming to them, and that's a fantastic business win. So that's why they do it. Point number 4, with the change of technology, with a lot of platforms, with Amazon, Shopify, and even Instagram and all these other platforms which make sales and D2C so easy, there's now an absolute clear trend of D2C. So what is happening is that most of these influencers have got this easy mechanism by having a great YouTube channel, creating a D2C network, trying to make it, try to make the sales and doing away with all the middlemen. So this is a very interesting continuum of things, and the market is supporting it. So D2C is the fashion word today. D2C are the brands which are doing the rounds, and that's exactly how business is happening. So they're finding this opportunity lying there. They have got customers, they have to identify a product, launch the product, go ahead and make money. So that's how they are trying to make money out of this. So to conclude, I think it's a very interesting idea. I think if anybody has got a market, so in fact today's world is about marketing. Today's world is about consumers. So any business which is trying to grow need to have a fantastic marketing example. I can think of lot of examples where I have seen companies spending millions and millions of dollars in marketing, and on the other hand, influencers doing that at 1/100th of the cost because they already have a ready market for which they have to spend nothing. So this is exactly what differentiates them. You can wrap up and do away with the entire marketing cost by being an influencer. So you are at an advantageous position. They are capturing that advantage, trying to take care of that advantage and making sales. So I find this is a very good way. If you are a founder And today's world, in fact, it's also the other way around, where startups are trying to become influencers and trying to actually capture audiences through YouTube and other ways, so that their customer acquisition cost also goes down. So if you're also one of the startups who's trying to sell something, please try to think of becoming an influencer also. If you can become a good influencer, if you start having good publicity, good marketing, good people following you, you can sell anything. So wish you happy sales.